Good morning, children. Welcome to our online classes. And today we are going to have our first class for accountancy. First of all, congratulations to all of you for coming to class 12. Today we will discuss what is our syllabus for AISSCE, All India Senior Secondary Certificate Examination 2021. So here is syllabus in front of you. Accountancy is our subject and the code number for accountancy is 055. Now let's go into the syllabus in short. We have two parts in accountancy which comprises of three books. So part A is your first book in which we have chapters for non-profit organization and accounting for partnership firm. Now unit wise the segregation goes unit 1. Unit 1, the chapter name is accounting for non-profit organization, and this chapter has weightage of total 10 marks in board examination. You can see the following contents inside the chapter, which we will be discussing when we go into the chapter. So I hope you have understood that Unit 1 is for non-for-profit organization, also known as non-profit organization. And the weightage in examination, I'm talking about AISSCE board examination, the weightage is 10 marks. Now we go into Unit 2. Unit 2 is the lengthiest part of our syllabus. It is devoted to accounting for partnership firms. And there are 4 chapters coming under accounting for partnership firms, under which the first chapter is accounting for partnership basic concepts, or you can call it basic fundamental of partnership. I repeat, accounting for partnership basic concepts or fundamentals of partnership. Partnership is not new for you. You have already studied partnership in class 11, Business Studies, chapter number 2, where you have done the chapter Forms of Business Organization. You have studied 5 forms, and under that, the second form was partnership. Then there are various contents showed and displayed here on the slide. We will be discussing this one by one when we go into the chapter. The next topic under partnership is coming under Unit 2, known as Reconstitution of Partnership Firm. Under Reconstitution of Partnership Firm, we have two important chapters. The first one is known as Admission of a Partner. Admission of a Partner is a lengthy chapter which has many subtopics to be covered, and after admission of a partner, the another chapter which will come under reconstitution of partnership firm is known as retirement slash death of a partner. So there are subtopics to be followed which are displayed here on the screen in this slide, and the last chapter of unit 2 is called dissolution of partnership firm. This chapter, dissolution of partnership firm, will end unit 2, and altogether, this accounting for partnership firms comprises of 30 marks weightage. All these 4 chapters will carry 30 marks altogether from Unit 2. So you can see Unit 1 was only one chapter with 10 marks, while Unit 2, so this is Unit 1 with 10 marks, and now the lengthiest portion of the syllabus, Unit 2. Unit 1 and okay, now we move with Unit 3 of our syllabus. Unit 3 is purely devoted to companies accounting, that means accounting for companies. Now, last year in business studies, again in the same chapter, chapter number 2, you have studied joint stock company. So, you have that in syllabus what is a company, features of company, and all those things which have come under joint stock company is also part of this unit. In class 12 this year, you are going to do accounting for companies. Under this unit 3, the first chapter which comes up in the second book is called accounting for share capital. And the major chapter under this will be issue of shares. What I have written here as accounting for share capital is actually meaning issue of shares. Accounting for share capital is issue of shares. And I hope you know what is shares in case of companies. So this will be the first chapter in your second book, which is your unit 3. The next chapter which will come is known as issue of debentures. Here we have written issue and redemption of debentures together. Actually, issue of debenture is one chapter and redemption of debentures will be the third chapter. So in unit 3 there will be 3 chapters. Issue of shares, which is written here as accounting for share capital. Issue of debentures, where this line is shown issue and redemption of debentures. This will be second chapter. And redemption of debentures will be the third chapter of your syllabus. If you can show you here, come to this under accounting for share capital. Here it's written issue of shares. This is actually your chapter. Okay. Then if you can see here, issue of debentures. This is your second chapter in unit 2. Sorry, unit 3. And finally, redemption of debentures. If you can see here, redemption of debentures. This is your third chapter. So unit 3 comprises of. So I hope part A syllabus is clear to all of you. I will ask you all to go through these units and its weightage very carefully, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to write all this in your copy when you are completed with the slide. You have to note down this entire description of your syllabus of part A, and now I move on with your part B syllabus, which is your third book. So part B comprises of total 20 marks, and the name of the book is Financial Statement Analysis, or you can say analysis of financial statement. Last year you have prepared trading account, profit and loss account and balance sheet for sole proprietorship firm, and that is what we mean by the word financial statements. This year you are going to make financial statements not for sole proprietorship firm, but you're going to make financial statements for joint stock companies, and this starts with unit number 4. So here is unit 4, which talks about financial statements of a company. So when we say financial statements of company, it is all about statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. So statement of profit and loss is just what we learned as trading and profit and loss account in class 11, and the balance sheet, which is the second part of financial statement. This year, you're not going to prepare financial statements for companies, but in your syllabus, what you have to do is you have to do analysis of financial statements. Analysis of financial statement, where we will be using certain important techniques, or you can say tools of financial statement analysis, which are known as comparative statements, common size statements. This will be your numerical area: comparative statements, common size statements. I again repeat, comparative statements will be the first numerical based chapter, and common size statements. And whatever you're seeing above is all about the theory of financial statement analysis. This is going to be the theoretical part, and the numerical part, or you can say the question part, starts with comparative and common size statements. Then the very important chapter coming up under unit 4 is known as accounting ratios. Accounting ratios, also popularly known as ratio analysis. Accounting ratios and ratio analysis is a very important chapter under part B, and you are going to use this chapter exhaustively for making your project work also. So there are a variety of ratios which you have to study. The list is given here. We will discuss about these types of ratios and other things when we go into the chapter. So this is about unit 4, which altogether comprises of 12 marks. So the weightage of unit 4 is 12 marks, under part B, and this area is analysis of financial statements. Now we come to the last unit of our syllabus, Unit 5, and Unit 5 is again a very important area of our syllabus, and I think the maximum weightage will go here in totality of 100 marks, and this Unit 5 has a very marathon chapter known as cash flow statement. I think even 50% of your third book is devoted to this chapter, cash flow statement. There are a lot of things to study under cash flow statement, and this chapter altogether will comprise of 8 marks. I'll show you on slide. This chapter has total 8 marks. So unit 4 under part B is 12 marks. Unit 5 under part B is 8 marks. Altogether, again, the total of part B comes as 20. And here is where your question paper will be of 80 marks. 60 marks from part A, 20 marks from part B. So the entire question paper of AISSCE Boards Examination 2021 will be of 80 marks, and the bifurcation I've already talked about. It is part A 60 marks. You can see here part B 20 marks, and now comes the remaining 20 marks which you will fetch out of the total 100 marks, and that remaining 20 marks is your accountancy project work which you're going to prepare for AISSCE boards examination. Project work comprises of three portions. I would say three contents. The first is your project file, which carries 4 marks. When you study your syllabus in year 2020-21 session, we are going to prepare the projects, and that will be under your project file, which will carry 4 marks. There will be a written test for board examination in the month of January, February, and that will be for 12 marks, and that written test will be for 1 hour. AISSCE Practical Accountancy Examination, 12 marks, 1 hour paper. And the remaining 4 marks is for your Viva to be conducted on the very day when your examination for 12 marks will be done. You will have to give Viva for that particular project for 4 marks. So 4 for project file, 4 for Viva, and 12 marks written test altogether comprises of 20 marks. So 80 for your theory paper, 20 for your project work. Altogether, this is your 100 marks syllabus for the session 2021. One more thing I'd like to tell you, that the written examination for 1 hour, which you're going to give for your project work, will only be from 2 chapters. Only from 2 chapters, and that is accounting ratios, which we have discussed in unit 4. I'll show you here in the slide. It will be only from 2 chapters, accounting ratios, which was a part of unit 4. There will be one question for 6 marks from this chapter, and the second question for 6 marks will come from unit 5, that is cash flow statement. So only 2 questions for 1 hour, 6 marks for ratios, 6 marks for cash flow statement. So that will be your written test for project practical examination. So now I think I've covered up the entire syllabus for accountancy in brief. Detailing of this syllabus, we will go chapter wise, and you must understand this before we go into, or before we start teaching of your subject in class 12.